Yeah.
All right. Hi, welcome to Dear Black Girl on BlackUSA.news. Thank you for coming back today. My name is Nadari, the CMO of Xaria's Closet, which means Chief Marketing Officer in Xaria.
I'm the CEO of Xaria's Closet, which means Chief Executive Officer.
Today we are going to be talking about bullying and suicide prevention. Oh, by the way, this month is also Mental Health Awareness Month, which is why we wanted to bring up this topic, especially because I, for one, have been learning about it in school. Zaria, have you been talking about bullying and stuff like that in school?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm going to drop into bullying first. Now, from what I know, and from a little bit of research, I think there's like 4 types of bullying. So I think there's physical bullying, verbal bullying, social bullying, and cyberbullying. Um, Physical bullying can include people hitting, kicking others, tripping others. Social bullying is like changing the way how people can see someone socially ruining their social reputation, ruining their social reputation for the fun of it. Let's see if I did. Physical, social, verbal is bullying somebody mentally, like name calling. It can include calling names, racism, homophobia, and stuff like that. Um, and hold on, so I did physical. I just said physical, social,
Cyberbullying.
and cyberbullying is bullying people online.
So, Zaria, how would you define bullying?
Bullying.
So, what is bullying?
Bullying is something like, let's make an example. So pretend I'm pushing Nadari like this.
But how is that bullying?
Hmm.
So, no, in your own words, what is bullying?
Bullying is something like maybe you call someone names or maybe pushing them, tripping them, and stuff like that.
I think that bullying is seeking to harm or intimidate somebody, and not only physically but like mentally or online, like how I just said. Yeah. So Zaria, if you were getting bullied, who do you think you should talk to?
You and my mom.
And
If I'm in school, I would tell the teacher, the principal.
wait,
Okay, so
do you have a counselor for your grade?
oh yes, I would tell the counselor. But first, I would have to tell my teacher so then she can contact the counselor.
Oh,
So I can't just contact the counselor by
So, first tell them, so what grade are you in, Zaria?
myself. Third grade.
What grade are you in, Nadari?
6.
Okay, so have you guys seen anyone be bullied in class before or school? Have your friends talked about being bullied?
Yes.
So that your friends have spoken to you about bullying? So, and what? You don't have to say their names, but how did they experience bullying?
Because we were trying to make a small dance group, and there was another dance group, and they told us that you can't do this, that we're like that they're the best dancing group ever, and that we couldn't, and
So, what happened as a result of that?
it made us feel bad and making us feel that we couldn't do it, but we did it.
Oh,
So, in that instance, that was a good example because someone tried to bully you, but you were able to get through that. But sometimes, Have you ever experienced bullying or any of your friends talk to you about being bullied?
Um, I've never been bullied in the sixth grade. Second grade though.
You were bullied in the second
Yeah.
grade?
Was that Gabriella?
We're not talking names.
Never mind.
But in terms of being bullied, if you don't mind sharing, what was it that was happening?
There was a boy who kept calling me these racial names.
Racial names in the second grade.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Pretty bad.
Did you tell anyone?
Yeah.
Who did you tell?
Teacher.
You told the teacher. So in situations like this, if your friends are being bullied, what do? If you see someone being bullied?
I would stand up for them and tell the teacher
Wow.
or an adult.
No, but those are good signs because there are a lot of people that are bullied and don't know what to do. So would you tell us? Would you tell me? Would you tell your mom?
Yeah.
Yes.
You you would.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? What would you want the bully to know?
That bullying is not good
Why isn't it good?
because it makes people feel bad and it makes them feel like they can't do it, and maybe you're hurting them in some type of way.
Yeah. I feel that, well, the bully, when someone's bullying, I always think about why. Maybe something's going on at home, so I don't exactly hate them when they bully me. I mean, they had to be exposed to something to feel to treat others that way.
Maybe they get angry at their parents and they're taking their anger out on other people. No one knows.
Mm. Yeah.
That's
I
it.
feel like
That's
they need someone to talk to also.
good. So you guys mentioned someone to talk to. Who else could you talk to? Who could someone talk to?
You can also talk to your friends if you're not ready to talk to an adult yet.
Or you can talk to your counselor. Counselor.
Counselor. It's like the school therapist.
Yeah.
Do you have a school therapist?
Yes.
Both
There's
of you.
two.
For different grades. Yeah.
For third, fourth, and fifth grade, there's
No names.
No. I think there's just two.
yeah, I'm talking about for like those two counselors.
Oh. You saw like third, fourth, and fifth had these separate counselors.
No.
No.
I was trying to say it was for one counselor, and for the other grades, it's another counselor.
Okay, so because it's Mental Health Awareness Month, why do you think it's important to take care of your mental health?
It's important to take care of your mental health because it can affect other things you do in your life, like school or work or your family if you have people to take care of. How you take care of your house. You might not have motivation to do things. Your um, like bathing and stuff like that. Sometimes people with depression don't have motivation to do those things. So that's why you should take care of your mental health, find someone to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Zaria?
It's you should take care of your mental health because it would maybe it affects your life somehow, just in kind of way. Like maybe, hmm.
But that's good. So, with taking care of talking to people, taking care of your health, that brings us now to Nadari. You did some research in school. What was your research about?
Um, my research was about this father's son who committed suicide due to cyberbullying and physical bullying and social bullying.
Wow. So,
Yeah,
someone experienced that.
yeah.
And what was the result?
He committed suicide.
And do you know what suicide is, Zaria?
I think suicide is when you kill yourself for some type of reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to tell his story because the father is going around telling that story, and that's not my story to tell. But if you do want to go do some more research about it yourself, you can go. I think the father's name was Mr. Yeah, you can research on YouTube Mr. Patrick Callaghan, and you'll find the story. It's on YouTube. He does it on shows. Interviews. He gets interviewed by schools and different shows like that, or suicide prevention websites. A lot of them.
The project that I was doing in my grade was he died. It was a 9-year-old that died from brain cancer, and I think he was playing
Okay,
football.
so that's also, so this month is also Brain Cancer Awareness Month, in addition to it being Mental Health Month. But why is it important, do you think, to have conversations like these? Because in this case that you were learning, Nadari, a young man committed suicide. You don't have to give us all the details, but how old was he?
13.
So he was 13 years old and he committed suicide. Um, do you understand that suicide is final? It's permanent? Can you come back from it?
No.
Okay, and this is, we don't judge anyone, but we want to make sure. So, like, we're having these conversations around the importance of mental health and having these conversations with your kids, just because we don't want any parent or any of your friends to experience that.
Yeah.
So, if you girls were feeling stressed in any way, what are some of the things that you do to deal with stress?
I would just lay my head down and take a break, or maybe to let out stress. There's a stress toy called a pocket, and you can just pop it.
Um, I usually rest my head down, sleep, and then I wake up and I tell my mom. She gives me a hug, and all the stress goes away.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Mommy hugs are awesome.
But you guys do something important. What if it was really stressful and it was getting to you? What would you do then?
Talk to someone. Maybe a therapist.
Well, my mom. I mean, therapist is like a stranger. So I mean, sometimes therapist isn't the best option for me. So I just recommend it.
Well, which is good. So there's no wrong option. Some people choose a therapist, and you have a good relationship where you can share it with your mom. It's just, what is the most important thing to know or to do?
Well, that there's always help somewhere. There's always someone that you can talk to if you're feeling that way.
Mm-hmm.
Even online, but there's like these websites where you can just text these therapists for free if it's that bad. Also, um, if you do look up suicide in the search bar, I think you'd see the suicide prevention helpline, the numbers there.
I help my friend with math because it's kind of stressful for her, and I usually help her with it because usually we would call after school sometimes, and when we can't call, she would usually just text me.
So you help your friends dealing with difficult problems in school. So understand, you guys are two different ages, so you'll have different types of problems, but as long as you know that there's an outlet
Yeah.
and that you're using your outlet.
We also we also received an assignment. Um, uh,
So let's see the comment. Read the comment.
Or you want to read it?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. That is terrible. Please free to speak with someone you're comfortable with or any of your tias if ever need to. You never have to feel sad alone. Not emoji. Thank you.
I think what she said, please,
Feel
please,
free.
yeah, I think she meant to put feel free. Maybe it's a typo. Good try.
Yeah. You think?
Nice message.
You think, Xaria? Yeah.
No, but do you understand that there are kids that, to your point, there are kids that don't have that.
Oh.
They don't have mom. Not everyone has a good relationship with their moms. Some people may not have their moms. Um, but you should always talk about it or do something. Never just sit with it by yourself and know that there's always something on the other side.
Mm-hmm. We also received I think the assignment I was talking about.
Hmm.
Um, we were answering questions on what we would do if we were in the situation, what we learned from the speech. Um, I'd rather show the slide that we did, but I can't. But we answered questions about what we would do if we were getting bullied, um, different ways we were getting bullied. That was optional.
Okay.
Um, what we learned from the speech, and um, we got to see. I think there was a memorial for the man's son.
For the young man?
Yeah.
Okay. And just so you girls know, the reason why I thought you guys should do the show is because there's a lot of young kids and teens that are making those types of decisions because they don't know or they don't have an outlet.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's important that you guys know that there are always options
Okay.
and you never make a permanent decision because something like suicide is permanent. You can't come back from that. But you can come back from being bullied.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the bully just needed someone to talk to.
Yeah, that too. And you should never stay silent if you see someone being bullied. You don't have to intervene, but you should say something to someone, especially an adult, if you're comfortable, find an adult you're comfortable with, because then they can help and support,
I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot of bullying in my sixth grade class. We're in the sixth grade altogether.
which is excellent. That's a blessing.
There's not a lot of bullying in the school altogether.
You know what's going on in the whole school?
I think. Story.
The
What's
whole
going
school, I know what's going on in my floor. I share with sixth and seventh grade.
I
There's no
know.
bullying.
I know. There's not much bullying on our floor. I go on the second floor most of the time. I don't see a lot of people.
Well, which is good. That is a
And
great experience to have.
and mostly everyone in the counselor's room, they're just having problems with something or maybe something stressful for them. Never seen them in here for doing anything bullying stuff like that.
Okay. And you guys know that you wouldn't be bullies.
No.
So how would you resolve your conflict?
My conflict with other.
People, yes.
Well, the boy that used to bully me in second grade, something was happening at his house. I'm not going to say. That's why he was always so upset. And it wasn't just me, it was like treating the teachers bad too. But we're friends now.
Excellent. So you see how you were able to get past that? But suppose it was really bad for you. Someone might not have been able to get past that to get to the other side. So now you and your bully are friends
Yeah.
because it was something going on in his life. But if you made a permanent decision, you could have never been here to see it to get to the other side.
Oh.
Which is why talking about suicide, like if you ever have a thought of it, it's important to talk about it because sometimes it can feel like a lot in the moment. But look how that was just second grade. Now you're in sixth grade. He's a different person and you guys have a different relationship.
Yeah.
And so, and with that bullying part, I said that we were making our dance group. We stopped the dance group because we didn't have um, like the space to do it because we had to share the whole yard with all the other classes. So we just stopped and joined the other dance groups, and now we're all friends.
So at first you were feeling bullied because the person didn't want you to do it, and now you're friends.
Yeah.
So again, this is a resolution to that conflict. That conflict means the issue or the problem.
Friendship is power.
No, it is. But knowledge is also power. And knowing who to talk to, where to go, and how to just get help is powerful.
Help is also online if you like really have no one to talk to.
Online how?
Um, and then while I was doing my research on suicide, I accidentally didn't put suicide prevention line. I put suicide. It said help is always there, and there's a suicide prevention line there. There's also like other websites, so I looked down on them, and I was in my group, and they were looking at my laptop screen. There's like these websites for people to talk to. So I sent one message, and someone replied instantly. There's also video calls. I tried that by myself at home. There's a real person there. I told them it was just for a project,
Okay.
and they said okay, and I left the call.
Okay.
So yeah, there's also free help online.
And you found this just by using Google?
All I have to do is type in suicide.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, also on other social medias, I think it's there too, like on TikTok. We were testing it on all social medias, and everything shows up with the suicide prevention line. Not websites, but the number for suicide prevention line.
Okay.
I've never called it before. I don't know what they do. Is it like a bear?
They talk to the person on the other end to see what's their issue. Sometimes people just want someone to listen to them. But again, no one can know if you don't reach out. So the most important thing to know is that you always reach out to someone. And if you see it, you always say something, even if it's not to that person, but let someone know so that they can find someone to reach out and help that person. So I know we're going into like a long weekend. What are you guys going to do to take care of your mental health?
I'm staying positive and staying
Nothing.
by staying positive about everything. Even if I don't do something well, it's fine. I tried my best.
Mm, Take care of my mental health this weekend. My mental health is like a 10 out of 10. I don't know.
You said a 10 out of 10?
Yeah,
I
Is
thought you
that
said 10 out
good
of
or
10.
bad?
good.
Oh, so 10 meaning great. So your mental health is on a 10 out of 10.
Mine is 2.
So yours is a 10 out of 10?
I could go outside when my backyard.
Yeah. And Daria, I thought you said, when you said 10 out of 10, I thought you said 10 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, I could go outside
I thought you said
and
10
play with
out
the
of 10.
basketballs and cook something that can make a fire alarm go off.
Yeah, the last time we made, you want to make some
So
French
you
toast?
doing that isn't good for my mental health.
How?
Because
We're
if you're
trying.
making the fire alarm go off, that's very stressful. And I too have to protect my mental health. That doesn't help with my mental health either.
Work doesn't
Okay.
help you.
It's not intentional though. We're
Work
still
helps us
learning.
all because work pays for
I
all
know,
of these things.
but it stresses you sometimes, right? And it makes you feel tired when you work late.
That's true. However, there are certain things that we do as an adult. So yeah, so this is why it's a long weekend. So for me, even though work may be stressful, I'm going to relax this weekend. That's how I'm going to take care of my mental health so that I have the energy and the mental capacity to go to work on Monday. No, well, not Monday, on Tuesday.
All
Yes.
that stress and hard work bought that trip to Punta Cana with the pool and the service coming to us.
Remember when we went to the pool and we stayed until it was closed and the security
Yes.
guard came at us? A
Yes.
security guard came at us.
You went
So
inside. You
that's
were never
another.
there for that.
So that's something else that you ladies we do
was.
for our mental health. We take trips, we take vacations
Mhm.
because you get a break from all of your regular day to day and stressors.
I can't wait to go to Panama because it's gonna be my first time going
Also, I want you to know that making the fire alarm go off is not intentional. It's also stressful for me too. The loud noise it makes is not cool. I'm
Mhm.
still learning how to cook.
I
It
am
is
too.
not intentional.
I don't.
I appreciate that. It's still very stressful for me.
Mommy, guess what? I learned how to turn on the stove by myself by tapping like 20
That
buttons.
is such a
That's not
lie.
Zaria.
I tapped a bunch of buttons
Zaria.
to see how it turned on.
And that's something that you should be doing without an adult supervising.
My
No, I
dad showed
told
you how. I was there.
no.
So you're
Her dad was downstairs and he told me to call you.
so we're gonna revisit
But I
this
found
turning
out how to
on
do it.
Focus.
of the stove. We will revisit this because that shouldn't be happening.
That could
That's
cause a
not
gas
funny.
leak. That's not.
I'm talking about that small oven.
The
I
small.
figured out how to
Oh,
use
that's
it.
not you mean it's like a toaster oven. You're not talking about the
The
stove.
stove.
No.
Oh, well,
Oh,
let's
I'm
be
talking about the
clear.
small
Toaster oven.
Like, sorry, if you were doing that, that could cause a gas leak.
Yeah, no, we don't do that. So again, I think today we spent a lot of time talking about mental health. We're talking about what else were we talking about?
We were talking about
suicide
bullying.
prevention.
And bullying. So these are things that you know. In your example, Nadari, you said it was the young man said some things, racial things, that as a black girl, as black girls, there's something that you guys may be faced with, which is why the whole Dear Black Girl thing came to be. Is because you're not gonna never not face it, but we have to make sure that you guys are able to handle it when you are faced with it.
Okay.
Because there are things that people are gonna say and do just because of the color of your skin. You know that?
Yeah.
So what do you say to on our like final words? We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. What would you like people to know, other young people to know about bullying, suicide prevention, taking care of your mental health?
Well, after all that we said, if there's literally no one that you can talk to, you have a mom. I mean, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you do have a device or something that you can go to. You can go talk to people there online. So yeah, or if you have any friends, you can talk to them. Point is, there's always someone there. Seriously. Yeah. Even the government's on your side.
So Zaria, any final words to any young person being bullied, not being stressed and a lot going on in their lives?
Is that there's always someone to talk to and never give up hope. Yeah. What time is it?
So we'll see you
It's
next
12.
week.
We'll see you next week, Saturday, at the same time today.
We start at 12 p.m. Please be here at 12 p.m. If you can. Or you can watch us on YouTube.
Share it to all your friends and family members. If you can't do it, it's live, so you can just watch it later if you want.
Tough. This was a tough but necessary discussion to give our kids the tools they need. Bravo! Sharing with all my younger family members. Thank you.
Clap.
Yay, we have a few seconds.
Just a
It's
few
12:30 already.
seconds.
Look.
So we're going to be wrapping up. So again, you can find the girls here next week, same place, same time. Yes, group hug.
Sorry. Your face.
See, what did this one, the comment say?
We read this one.
Very good. So, but we do know again, always feel free to share. What do you want? Topics, comments?
Topics.
Yes.
So, yeah, you should comment some topics under the YouTube video. I check.
Yeah, so let us know what you would like the girls to talk about. They're always open to trying new things. We're still trying to figure out the cooking segment, but mental health, we wanted to make sure we ended the month talking about mental health and its importance and having these conversations.
Mommy, I'm gonna get you a chef.
Thank you for getting me a chef hat to say goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week.
See you next week.